Welcome, fourth graders, to your editing lesson for today. Your objective for this lesson, what you're learning about, you're going to edit the 10 errors in the nonfiction biography by using your CUPS strategy. When you edit, you have to fix the errors. There's 10 of them. A biography is someone's life story. Nonfiction means it's real. Jackie Robinson was a real person. And the biography is filled with facts. Make sure that you follow along with me. When you're done, click the green arrow. You know what to do. Before we fix the 10 errors, we have to read it. Who was the first player to break the color barrier in Major League Baseball, MLB? The answer is Jackie Robinson. Robinson played 10 seasons for the Brooklyn Dodgers. During his career, he won the Rookie of the Year and Most Valuable Player award. He also appears in 6 World Series. In addition to being an incredibly gifted ball player, he is regarded as an important figure in the civil rights movement. Robinson was inducted in the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962. In 2004, MLB introduced Jackie Robinson Day, which celebrates his life and achievements. On that day, every baseball player, manager, and umpire wears Robinson's old jersey number 42. So please follow along with me. Use the text boxes that I've already created for you. Let's look at the first sentence. Who was the first player to break the color barrier? We have a word that is a homophone word. It sounds the same, but it's spelled differently, meaning it has a different definition. We're going to move one of our text boxes above the word break, and we're going to spell it B-R-E-A-C. I'm going to make this big so you can see. So that's how you spell it, B-R-E-A-C. And place it above. We're going to get our pencil. You can change the color. You get to pick. I'm going to use green this time and cross out that spelling. Then, what kind of error was that? Dealing with the C in cups, the U standing for usage, meaning like it's a verb used correctly, the P standing for punctuation, like periods, commas, apostrophes, or the S for spelling. This was a spelling error because the spelling that they were using referred to a device for slowing or stopping a moving vehicle. Now let's look at the second error. So add a check mark in the S column for the cups chart. Who was the first player to break the color barrier in Major League Baseball, MLB? Now that sounds like a question to me. We have the first part, the clue, which is who was. Anytime you have the words who was, the end of that sentence should not be a period, but it should be a question mark. This is an interrogative sentence. It's a question, so it ends with a question mark. So if it's a question mark that was added, it's dealing with the P in cups, punctuation. Remember, when you edit, you only focus on these 4 skills. Words that need to be capitalized, is a verb used correctly, usage, punctuation, and spelling. Let's keep looking for the third error. Follow along and go at your own pace. The answer is Jackie Robinson. Robinson played 10 seasons for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Now, we need to capitalize Dodgers. So we're going to write an uppercase D 3 lines underneath because Brooklyn Dodgers is a proper noun. The name of a team is always going to be capitalized, the first letter of each word. So Dodgers, the D needs to be in all caps, a capital D. And that is dealing with words that need to be capitalized. So add a check mark underneath the C. Then let's look at during his career, he won the Rookie of the Year and Most Valuable Player award. Now, if he got 2 awards, it should end with an S. So add an S. Rookie of the Year, Most Valuable Player, that's 2 of them, so it's plural, awards, not award. So that is dealing with spelling. It needed the extra S. He also appears. Now let's look at this verb, appears. It's written in the present tense form, meaning like it's still happening, but he is no longer with us. He is not alive. So we need to change the verb usage. He also appears. We need to change it to appeared. So move your text box and type A-P-P-E-A-R-E-D, appeared, above it. Then get your pencil, cross it out. He also appeared, not appears. And that is dealing with usage. The verb was not used correctly. Then we're going to look at, in addition to being an incredibly gifted ball player, he is regarded as, so we're going to add a comma after the word ball player. We need a pause there. We still have another phrase after that. He is regarded as a important figure, but first that was dealing with punctuation. A comma is a punctuation mark, so we're going to add a check mark next to the P. He is regarded as an important figure, not a. So here's the rule with that. Move your text box over. Anytime you have a word that starts with the vowel A, E, I, O, U, the word in front of it should always be an. So an is always in front of words that start with a vowel. A, E, I, O, U. So your vowels, once again, are A, E, it was an ugly E, sorry y'all, I, O, and U. And important starts with the letter I, which is a vowel. So that's why you need to use the word an, A-N, instead of the word a. So we're going to place that above. And you're going to get your marker or pencil and then cross out A. So that is dealing with the C, the U, the P, or the S in cups. That is dealing with spelling. Then we're going to look at the last section of this biography, which celebrates he is. That's a contraction of the word he is. Whenever there's an apostrophe, that means letters were removed from that word to make it shorter, a contraction. It reads he is, but we need to move our text box over. It's the word his. That's misspelled. Not he is, his, H-I-S. So, which celebrates his life, not he is. And then cross out that spelling, and this is going to be a spelling error. Then let's look at, on that day, every baseball player, manager, and umpire wears Robinson's old jersey number 42. We're listing people, the people who wear the number 42 jersey. Baseball player, there's a comma. These are items in a series, items meaning people in this example. So add a comma after manager. When you have 3 things listed, you put a comma after the first thing listed, and then a second comma after the second thing being listed, and then the conjunction and. Then we need to add an apostrophe. Wears Robinson's old jersey. So add the apostrophe between the N and the S because the apostrophe shows ownership, meaning the jersey number belonged to Robinson. Ownership means like it belongs to someone. So the job of the apostrophe is to show ownership when something belongs to someone, like a possession. So we need to add 2 check marks, the comma after manager and the apostrophe after the N, in between the N and the S for Robinson. So at this time, we have successfully edited the 10 errors in the nonfiction biography by using your cup strategy. We didn't use these 2. Thank you for watching. Make sure to click the green arrow and turn this in. Thanks for watching, 4th graders.